Malami in serious debt as Nnamdi Kanu files in yet another billion naira suit against him. I greet everyone in the house. It's a pleasure reaching out to you once again. This is the Lord TV. We want to appreciate you for your um, love and human contribution to each of our broadcasts. It's indeed a pleasure. Thank you so much. Thank you. AGF Malami, at first, the IPOP leader forgived him of the 20 billion naira um, suit he actually filed against him at first, of which he actually won. Nnamdi actually won that very suit. But along the line, the IPOP leader, being a very forgiving person, demanded that he's withdrawing that very charges. As it is now, that very charges has now been refiled. Reason being that the AGF Malami, was bragging, and was noising about to be on his rights, that Nnamdi Kanu dare not or is not supposed to, or something like that. So as it is now, that very suit has now been revisited. You will not believe this. Let's check the content. This is evening news. Condemning Malami's remark, Ejimako said in the letter, in view of the said judgment of the Abia State High Court, your above utterances were false, malicious and reckless, and they were read and heard worldwide and portrayed our clients in light. The leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu, has slammed another 20 billion suit against the Attorney General of the Federation, Abubakar Malami. Kanu, through his lawyer Aloy Ejimako, stated that the AGF defamed the IPOP leader when he claimed that the letter jumped bail and had asked for 20 billion for damages. This is coming barely 4 days after the initial 20 billion naira suit filed by Kanu against Malami was discontinued. The first suit, dated September 23rd, had sought a declaration that the defendant's arrest and imprisonment of the plaintiff Kanu at a location in Kenya and the subsequent imprisonment of the plaintiff in the aircraft that conveyed him from Kenya to Nigeria amounted to false arrest and false imprisonment. However, in the latest suit dated November 21st, Kanu demanded compensation following alleged defamatory and libelous claims against him. The suit was contained in a letter sent to Malami titled Reaction Notice and formal demand for settlement of the claim of defamatory libel of the character of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, grounded on your false, defamatory and libelous publications, that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu jumped bail. Sharing copies of the document on his Twitter page on Tuesday, Ejimako said, yesterday, I served on AGF Malami a legal notice, as required by law, notifying him of my intention to take legal action against him for his defamatory and libelous statement that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu jumped bail. Kanu, through his lawyer, said Malami claimed he jumped bail despite a court order clearing him was libelous. I think it's good that they revisit that very case because Malami's utterance is now becoming too much. So keeping him quiet, I think we even cause more harm. You understand? Now? Imagine someone who they even try to show mercy to is not willing to show mercy to himself. I think he has that very money, and that is why he's bragging about it. So let that very case be revisited, and he should not be shown a single mercy. He should be allowed to pay that very money. Of course, yes. For him to still utter that very statement that the IPOP leader Nnamdi Kanu jumped bail, I think it is something that is very reasonable if he's allowed to pay that very money. Do you understand now? If of a truth Nnamdi Kanu jump bail, will the judges that were invited to come and to come and pay attention to the hearing and give their verdict, will they have given him any release? Would they have declared Nnamdi Kanu free? Nobody would have done that. They wouldn't have even done that. But because they discovered Nnamdi Kanu to be innocent, and that is why you saw what happened to have happened. You get it? So, my people, we've heard this already. Let's hear from you and let's know what your take and what's your own opinion on all that has just been reviewed. Maybe don't forget to leave them below the comment section. Click on the subscription buttons as well as the bell buttons to get updated each time we upload any new videos. Thank you.